I don't have a problem with righteous attorneys, and I'm a strong proponent of our rights as Americans to pursue rightful damages through our justice system. But the key word there is righteous. And that's a character trait sorely lacking in many trial lawyers. I can tell you this, as a cop, I've met many convicts I can trust, and very few attorneys. Keith Stutes, the district attorney of Vermilion, Lafayette, and Acadia parishes, was elected, no doubt, to protect and serve the citizens of the parishes he serves. Now, Mr. Stutes has filed a lawsuit against 49 oil and gas companies, allegedly on behalf of the citizens of Vermilion Parish, alleging that these oil companies are somehow responsible for coastal erosion. The good citizens of Vermilion Parish and throughout South Louisiana are suffering greatly right now, just trying to feed their families. This is purely a scheme hatched by trial lawyers to line their own pockets. In the early days of oil exploration, when the science was in its infancy, there was little understanding of how the canals and right-of-ways and other man-made changes would affect our wetlands and the ecosystems of South Louisiana. But today, because of their own progress in the science of drilling, as well as their own vigilance, the oil companies have taken both innovative and proven measures, while at the same time spending millions or sometimes billions of their own treasure to protect our valuable wetlands. After all, this is their home too. Throughout history, the Louisiana marshland was replenished by river sediments, land-building deposits derived from the Mississippi River overflowing its banks. But in the early 1900s, a decision was made to levee the river as we know it today. Since 1850, the amount of sediment in the lower Mississippi River has decreased by more than 70%. And this is a problem, and we need to find a proactive solution to fix it. Seems to me like we could create a pipe system that carried river silt and sludge from northern parts of the river to the Louisiana coast. But the last thing we need to do right now is to let a coven of trial attorneys blame coastal erosion that's been happening for 100 years on oil and gas. This is just another example of lawyers, in this case led by a district attorney no less, using schemes and gimmicks to fulfill their insidious lust for money. And if they get their way, they'll totally drive this industry out of Louisiana for years to come. You think oil and gas is bad now? How bad would it be if it were gone? Mr. Stutes, sir, perhaps you've been misled. Perhaps you just aren't thinking straight. But if you are, how can you even look yourself in the mirror knowing what you'd be doing to the families of Vermilion Parish? The men and women of Vermilion are having a hard time feeding their families, and now you try to pull this? You were elected by these Americans to protect and serve them. Look into your own heart, sir. This poorly founded litigation is completely transparent. It's clearly a money-making scheme, a plot, no doubt devised over expensive whiskey on the patio of $1 million home. I implore you to withdraw this lawsuit. If you do, you'll find the compassionate Americans of South Louisiana quite forgiving. Everyone makes mistakes. All of us fall in some manner. I'm asking you to stand back up.